Good morning. Today we will study null space, range space, rank, and nullity of a linear transformation. Let T be a linear mapping from a vector space V to a vector space W over the field F. Then the null space of T or kernel of T is defined as the set of all those vectors of the domain V which are mapped onto 0 of W or whose T image is the 0 vector of W. Therefore, kernel of T or null space of T is equal to X such that X is the element of V and Tx is equal to 0. 0 is the 0 element of W. And the range space of T consists of those vectors which are T images of certain vectors of the domain V. The range of T is defined as range of T equal to Tx such that X belongs to V. Clearly, null space of T is a subset of domain V because kernel of T is equal to X. It is the element of all those elements X belonging to V for which Tx is equal to 0. Range space is a subset of W because range space of T consists of images of all the elements X belonging to V. Now we will show that range space of T is a subspace of V and range space of W is a subspace of W. So first of all we will show that kernel of T is a subspace of V or null space of T is a subspace of V. Let X and Y belongs to kernel of T and alpha belongs to F. Therefore T of X plus Y equal to Tx plus Y because T is linear and it preserves vector addition. Because X belongs to kernel of T, therefore Tx equal to 0. Because Y belongs to kernel of T, therefore Ty equal to 0. So this is 0 plus 0 equal to 0. Also, T of alpha X is equal to alpha Tx because T is linear and it preserves scalar multiplication. Therefore, this is equal to alpha into 0 because X is the element of kernel of T and Tx equal to 0. It means alpha into 0 equal to 0. Therefore, kernel of T is a subspace of V because X plus Y and alpha X belongs to kernel of T. Now let xy belongs to range of T. Therefore, Tx1 equal to X and Ty1 equal to Y for x1, y1 belonging to V. Therefore, x1, y1 are the elements of V and Tx1, Ty1 are the elements of range space, range of T. Tx1 plus y1 equal to Tx1 plus Ty1 because T is linear and it preserves vector addition. And Tx1 is equal to X and Ty1 is equal to Y. Here it is. So this is equal to X plus Y. Also for A belonging to F, we have T of Ax1 equal to A Tx1 because T is linear. Tx1 is nothing but X. So this is equal to Ax. Therefore, X plus Y and Ax belongs to range of T. Hence, range of T is a subspace of W. Now, the dimension of subspace of kernel T is called the nullity of T, or dimension of null space of T is called the nullity of T. Dimension is nothing but the number of elements in its basis. The dimension of subspace of range T is called the subspace range T is called the rank of T. If we define a mapping T from a vector space V to V as Tx equal to X for all X belonging to V, clearly it is a identity mapping because image of every element is same. Therefore, kernel of I have denoted it by I because it is the identity mapping. So, kernel of I is equal to singleton 0 vector and range of I equal to V because Tx is equal to X for all X belonging to V. Therefore, range of I is V. Nullity of I is 0 because kernel of I is 0 vector. Range of I is V, therefore rank of I is dimension of V. If we define a mapping T from a vector space V to W as Tx equal to 0, then this transformation is called the zero transformation and be denoted by O. Here Tx is equal to 0 for all x belonging to V. Therefore, kernel of O is equal to V because Tx is equal to 0 for all the elements x belonging to V. Therefore, kernel of O equal to V and range of O equal to singleton set consisting of 0 vector. Nullity of O is dimension of V because kernel of O is V. Rank of O is 0 because range of O is 0, consists of 0 vector. Let V is equal to Rx, the collection of all polynomials over T. We know that polynomials are of the form a naught I plus a1t plus a2t square plus an tn. Let T be a linear mapping from V to V defined as T of fx equal to f dash x. Means image of polynomial fx under T is denoted by f dash x. Therefore, kernel of T consists of all the vectors f for which f dash x equal to 0 or f belonging to Rx such that degree of f equal to 0. Nullity of T is equal to 1. Range of T is equal to Rx, which is a collection of all the polynomials over R. Rank of T equal to dimension of Rx, which is equal to n naught. N naught means a set consisting of natural number together with 0, means 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and so on. Let T be a mapping defined from R square to R square. Let it be a rotation operator which is defined as T theta xy equal to x cos theta minus y sin theta and x sin theta plus y cos theta. Therefore, xy belonging to kernel T theta if and only if x cos theta minus y sin theta equal to 0 and x sin theta plus y cos theta equal to 0. If we write it in the matrix form, so it will be equivalent to cos theta minus sin theta cos theta into the matrix 2 xy row matrix, and this is equal to 0 0. This is also a row matrix, column matrix of order 2 by 1. And the matrix cos theta minus sin theta cos theta is an invertible matrix because one may verify that its determinant is not equal to 0 with the inverse cos theta sin theta minus sin theta cos theta. This may be calculated easily, and kernel of T theta is equal to 0 0 and nullity of T theta is 0. Now if x dash y dash belongs to R square, then T theta x dash cos theta plus y dash sin theta minus x sin theta plus y dash cos theta is equal to x dash y dash, and therefore range of T theta is equal to R square and rank of T theta is equal to 2. Now we will show that if T is a linear mapping from a vector space V to a vector space W over a field F and B is equal to V1, V2, Vn is a basis of V. Basis of V means it is linearly independent and every vector in V can be expressed as a linear combination of elements of B, that is V1, V2, Vn. Then T_V1, T_Vn is a spanning set for the subspace of range T. Let Ty belongs to range T for I equal to 1 to n. This implies spanning set Tv1, Tvn is a subset of range T because Tvi belongs to range T for I equal to 1 to n. Let V belongs to V. Then V is equal to A1 V1 plus AN Vn because V equal to V1, V2 is a basis of V. Therefore, every element V belonging to V can be expressed as a linear combination of V1, V2, Vn. Therefore, V is equal to A1, V1 plus AN, Vn for some A1, A2, An belonging to F. Therefore, T of V is equal to A1 TV1 plus AN TV1 because T is linear and it preserves vector addition. It means range of T is a subset of span TV1 TVn. If we combine 1 and 2, because in 1 span of TV1 TVn is a subset of range T, and in 2 range T is a subset of spanning set TV1 TVn. Therefore, range of T is equal to span TV1 TV2 and TVn. If T is a mapping from V to W, be defined as the T is linear, then T is 1 to 1 if and only if kernel of T equal to 0. And T is onto if and only if range of T equal to W. Suppose T is 1, 1. Let Tx equal to 0. Therefore, this is equal to T0, and because Tx is equal to 0, this implies x is equal to 0 because T is given to be 1, 1. Therefore, Tx equal to 0 implies x equal to 0. Therefore, kernel of T is equal to 0. Now, the converse part, if kernel of T equal to 0, then T is 1, 1. So, let Tx equal to, here it should not be there, T is, we will prove that T is 1, 1. So, let Tx equal to Ty for all x belonging to y. It means Tx minus Ty is equal to 0. And this implies Tx minus y equal to 0 because T is linear, and we have proved in the properties of linear mapping that T of x minus y is equal to T of x minus Ty. And this implies x minus y belongs to kernel of T because T of x minus y is equal to 0. And kernel of T is given to be a singleton set consisting of only 0 vector. Therefore, x is equal to y. So, we have proved for Tx equal to Ty, we have proved that x is equal to y. It means T is 1, 1. So, if kernel of T is equal to 0, then x is 1, 1. Now next we are asked to prove that T is onto if and only if range of T equal to W. It follows from the definition of range T because range T is nothing but the set consisting of Tx such that x belonging to V. Now rank nullity theorem. Let V and W be the vector space over a field F, and T is a mapping from V to W, and it is given to be linear. If V is finite dimensional, means number of elements in its basis is finite, then nullity of T plus rank of T is equal to dimension of V. Suppose that dimension of V is equal to n and dimension of kernel T is equal to k. Let V1, V2, Vk be the basis for subspace of kernel of T because dimension of kernel T is assumed to be k. Then V1, V2, Vk can be extended to a basis B equal to V1, V2, Vk plus Vk plus 1 up to Vn for the vector space V because dimension of V is equal to n. So this is the set consisting of n elements, and this is a set consisting of k elements. By definition of null space, Tv1 plus Tvk equal to 0 because V1, V2, Vk are the elements of kernel of T. So Tv1 equal to 0, Tvk equal to 0. Now we will prove that Tvk plus 1 Tvn is a basis for the subspace of range T. It is a set consisting of n minus k elements. And it means range of T is spanned by TV1, TVK, TVK plus 1, TVN. Hence, range of T is equal to spanning set Vk plus 1 and Vn, because TV1 is 0, TVK is 0. This is equal to 0. Therefore, range of T equal to spanning set TVK plus 1, TVN, means every element can be expressed as a linear combination of these elements. Now we prove that this set is also linearly independent, because if we want to prove any set to be a basis, then first of all it should be linearly independent, and secondly it should be expressed as a linear combination of elements of that set. So first thing we have proved that T is a linear combination of element of S here, because range of T equal to spanning set T Vk plus 1 T Vn. Now we will show that T Vk plus 1 T Vn is a linearly independent over F. Let C1 T Vk plus 1 plus dash 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 Cn T V1 equal to 0 for Ck plus 1 up to Cn belonging to F. Therefore, T Ck plus 1 Vk plus 1 plus Cn Vn equal to 0, because T is linear and it preserves scalar multiplication. This implies, because image of T under this vector is 0, therefore Ck plus 1 Vk plus 1 Cn Vn belongs to kernel of T by definition of kernel of T. Since V1, V2, Vk is a basis for the subspace kernel T, therefore V can be expressed as a linear combination of V1, V2, Vk, means C1 V equal to C1 V1 plus C2 V2 plus Ck Vk for V belonging to kernel of T. So from here we can write Ck plus 1 Vk plus 1 plus Cn Vn equal to C1 V1 plus Ck Vk, because this element belongs to kernel of T for some C1, C2, Ck belonging to F. And this implies, if we shift this to right hand side, Ck plus 1 Vk plus 1 Cn Vn minus C1 V1 minus Ck Vk equal to 0. But V1, V2, Vk, Vk plus 1 Vn is a basis for V. So these elements should be linearly independent. It means Ck plus 1, Cn, C1, Ck are all equal to 0. Therefore, the set T Vk plus 1 T V1 is linearly independent. This implies T Vk plus 1 T Vn is a basis for the subspace of range space of T, because this set is linearly independent and every vector in this set can be expressed as a linear combination of elements of this set. Therefore, dimension of range T is equal to n minus k, because it consists of n minus k elements. N is the dimension of V, k is the dimension of kernel of T. Therefore, range of T is equal to dimension of range of T is equal to the dimension of V minus dimension of kernel of T, or rank of T equal to dimension of V minus nullity of T, or if we shift this to this side, nullity of T plus rank of T equal to dimension of V. Now let V and W be vector spaces over a field F, and F is given to be finite dimension, such that dimension of V equal to dimension of W. Let T be a linear mapping from a vector space V to a vector space W. Then the following statements are equivalent. Means T is 1, 1, T is onto, and rank of T equal to dimension of V. From the rank nullity theorem, we know that nullity of T plus rank of T is equal to dimension of V. Therefore, the proof follows from the following observations. Then T is 1, 1 if and only if kernel T equal to 0. We have proved just now, if and only if nullity of T equal to 0. Rank of T equal to dimension of V if and only if range of T equal to W, if and only if T is onto. Thank you.